All right, so give me your thoughts on that one. I'm sure we'll have some interesting responses. What happens when a woman is denied an abortion? We know a lot about statistics related to when women do have abortions, when they have them, etc. A lot less is known about the after effects of not having an abortion because you were denied it. There's a new research project at University of California, San Francisco, which studied a group of 231 women that were turned away from abortion clinics across the country. It's called the Turnaway Project, and the idea was, let's see what happens to women who were turned away from an abortion they wanted to have compared to women who carried their pregnancies to term, okay? And let's see what are the socioeconomic impacts of not being able to get the abortion that you determined you wanted to have. The demographics of the women in the two groups, turned away from the abortion or able to have the abortion, are nearly identical at the time that they showed up at the abortion clinic. 45% received some type of public assistance. About 2/3 lived below the poverty line. 1 year later, when these women were checked in with, the numbers changed drastically. 76% of the women who were denied abortions were now on public assistance, compared to only 44%, essentially the same, for women who were able to have the abortion, and 2/3 were living below the poverty line, 11 points above those who did receive the abortions 1 year later.
Right.
What's your thought?
My thought is, of course. I mean, people are going to need more government assistance when they're already living below their means.
Well, what this I think it goes further than that, though, because that's one aspect. But then there's the other aspect, which is the women who were trying to get the abortions must really have been in situations where they were not equipped to be having that child. In other words, this idea that abortions are just kind of a fun thing and liberals want abortions and they don't really need them. In other words, the socioeconomic changes that these women experienced after not being able to get the legal and safe abortion are very visible.
Now, did this study, because I know here comes the counter argument, did this study factor in women who gave the child up for adoption immediately?
No. So that's the counter argument you would hear. The anti-choice people would say, hold on a second. We have a system to take care of these women. After they have the kid, they can give the child up for abortion, so on and so forth. Adoption. I'm sorry, I'm getting the words confused here. It seems to not be happening, though, because if that were the case, then these women would have had those services made available to them when they were turned down for the abortion, and we would see it reflected somewhere in the numbers. We're not seeing it reflected.
So women just aren't doing it. I don't know. They have the child, and I guess they love it. But it does
affect their socioeconomic
yes,
status. Absolutely.
Right.
Send me your thoughts on this one.